see that? Do you see that? It's a bone and a potato. What could it mean? Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Well, I'm glad to have you guys join me for our first ever hike and cook on the channel. It's just going to be me, fire, and some goodies I have in my backpack to cook up, and the occasional probably bear and ticks. But it's a very windy day. Hopefully the audio doesn't clip at all. So it's about 42 degrees, I think. Just got out here. When I left, it was about right around freezing. So hopefully it starts to warm up and not go down. We have some new updates to the channel probably. We might be doing another hike and cook this Saturday. So expect probably 2 videos before the end of this month. But yeah, let's see if we can get to our spot. And oh, here comes the wind. Whoa! Brace yourself. Yeah, I'll update you when I get to the camp. Oh, and as soon as I got out of the car, which I literally just did, I have a deer tick on me, so that's great. This is what they don't show you. So in order to get all these cinematic shots, which I do love doing, I gotta take off my backpack every time, especially like crouch into the water. Now I gotta put it back on for like the 5th time. So heavy. So I've come to this point again where I have to cross this rotted out log into like a 4-foot drop onto deepish crystal freezing water with rocks at the bottom. So wish me luck on that. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Oh, the sun came out. In order to get that shot, I had to do that twice to go across and back. Only for you guys. Alright, we made it. Mind frame. Alright, we made it to the camp spot. We're going to be doing our hike and cook. This is the exact spot we did at the last video. And so far from what I'm seeing, it's pretty dry, so it should be easy to start a fire. If the camera is a little bit wobbly from the wind, on my last cinematic shot, I kind of like cracked the tripod a little bit where it connects to the camera. So hopefully that's not that big of an issue, but if it is, I will probably be getting a new tripod in the coming days because that is unfortunate. Maybe Rob can give me his. But for now, we're going to be unloading the pack, getting it off my back finally, dishing up everything out, organizing everything, and then getting some wood for the fire. So let's get that going and get this backpack off. I don't know if you can see that right there, but that's where it cracked. Rest in peace, tripod. 2020 to 2022. And it feels like it got already 40 degrees hotter. So there. And I guess we'll keep the sweatshirt on for now. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. It is a beautiful day out though. Fall is the best time, at least for me, for camping. And just the colors and cool weather. It's unbeatable. There we go. Now, if you're gonna get a saw, I recommend the Silky saw, the big boy, the brown / poop handle. So, Silky saw, get one. Alrighty. When I'm done, there we go. Definitely use that for later. Ooh. Alright. I guess since I've been preaching in almost every video to get the Silky saw, I should tell you, if you do get one, these only cut on the pull, never on the push. I know a lot of American saws, they cut both on the push and pull, but the Japanese one, at least the Silky saw, only cuts on the pull. So if you cut on the push, it's going to snap, and you're going to be out of like 60 bucks. But they are definitely worth it. You don't need a cut on the push for a Silky saw. It does both the work on the pull. So as you saw in all of our videos, they do really well. Yep, it's happening. Oh, it warmed up another 20 degrees, so it's now time to take off the sweatshirt. We're just down to the thermals now. Just going to be pulling some of this dead birch away with the Becker BK9 and get some tinder for the fire. Honestly, if we get like a bunch of this, we'll be ready to go. So here's our start. I found some really dry, just a dry log, kind of big long stick, and didn't even need my saw, just broke it up with my hands. Super dry. We got this. We're going to be putting the grill in the pan on, and we have some extra wood, fire poker. Not obviously done, but we have a pretty good start, and we should be able to start this fire pretty soon. So we're going to be using my ferrocerium rod on this very dry, I guess you'd call it a jute stick, where you just ignite this rope and then place it into the fire, and then just use this to cover it up, which I'll show you how to do that in a second. Once I get all the tinder and dried lumber in here. So here we got a jute. We're going to fluff it up after I used it last time. Hopefully catch it on there real nice and easy. There we go. Put that aside. It took some getting going, that jute stick, but I just had to fluff the end of it more. There we go, there we go. There we go. While that takes off, I guess I'll be showing you what we got for here. Got a new ribeye steak. I don't know if I mentioned it yet in this video, but I plan to go hike and cook last week, so I bought a ribeye steak, and it rained every day. So I'll save that ribeye steak in the fridge till today. Took it out. It's just green and gray, so it smelled horrible. So I had to go pick up, this new one. So hopefully we can get a redemption steak out of this. Also got some pretty patties, better known as macaroons. We've been saving these for a week as well. We also got some onions, potatoes, and a bit of garlic we'll throw in there. And yeah, we're hoping to get a really nice meal out of this one. Whoa. And we also have some fudge I just saw while digging through this lunchbox cooler. So yeah, we're gonna start cutting up some veggies and throwing them on the fire here pretty quick. So we're just gonna be working on cutting up 2 onions. These are sweet Vidalia onions, I think. But we're gonna cut these up, some garlic and some potatoes, and throw them into a, oh, that's nice. And throw them into a pan to caramelize and brown. This is always the saddest part. Makes me cry. Throw out the heart. I'll eat that right now. There is some dirt in there, but you know, that's just added protein. I love onions, so normally you'd maybe want to have like a half an onion, maybe one. I brought 2, so we're gonna have a lot of onions. But if you cook them right, they become almost like candy. Start on the next one here in a second. I've been thinking about this next camp and cook coming up, possibly this Saturday, and this Saturday would be really close to Halloween, so you know, hopefully not, but Nutty Nigel might make a return. We know how that guy is. Crazy person. We are expected to do a lot of winter camping as well this year. We did it once before. I didn't film, and it was miserable trying to get a fire going right away in the morning, and we just had to end up leaving. It was snowing, it was blizzarding, and it was raining, so not really good weather to feel right when you get out of your hammock. I also did just get a new hammock recently, and it should be arriving, I think, Thursday or Friday to the house, so that will be awesome to test out for the next video. I did sleep in a tent for the first time last video, and my synopsis of the whole tent versus hammock thing is, you know, I feel more safe in a tent, you know, against like a bear, even though a bear would totally destroy a tent, but hammocks are 100% more comfy. Your back will thank you if you ever sleep in a hammock. See that? That is probably way too much onion. Oh well. Probably going to be cutting up these potatoes. Probably going to be... Alright, here we go. Probably going to be cutting up these potatoes into 4s, quads, so... something along the lines of that. Should be good enough. To be honest, I don't even eat potatoes really, unless they're French fries. But steak and onions doesn't sound right. I mean, steak and potatoes, that sounds right. Possibly this November, before the snow hits, we're gonna have to be moving camping spots because all the deer hunters and stuff don't want to risk, you know, camping or disturbing a hunter. So we might be going up to a national park pretty soon where there wouldn't be any hunters like that. And if we get the spot we want, it might be on a lake, so some of the guys might take out their canoes and go fishing. And that would be a very awesome adventure right there. That looks good enough. Oh. Oh. Last thing we need is the garlic. Just gotta smash them. And get rid of all this skin and fluff. Alright. Remind me to never prepare garlic. Oh, that's a lot of wind. That's a lot of wind right there. Remind me to never prepare garlic in the woods again, because I had to chase down so much. There's still some right here. Garlic skin everywhere. Just floats away in this windy day we're having. I don't mind doing this. This is relaxing and smells good and sounds good while doing it, but getting all that that skin everywhere, that's a pain. I'll just vigorously chop these up. Don't really matter. I'd put them in the fire like this. Oh. That should be good enough. You know, now that I look at it, that is way too much for one person. Once it's on the fire, though, it should go down, hopefully. I'll still eat it all. I love it. Lastly, we got this brand new, boom, ribeye steak. Which we'll be seasoning right now. I'm not a meat connoisseur or a steak expert by any means, so do not judge what I am doing. We're gonna be dazzling it with some Montreal steak seasoning. I don't care how much is on there because it tastes good anyways. Sometimes when I've gone without steak for a while, I just eat some of the seasoning, you know what I mean? Oh. Slap. That is a lot of seasoning. That is a lot of seasoning, but it's good seasoning, so it'll work. So we got our ribeye steak. We got some beans that I totally forgot about until now to mention. And we got some garlic, onions, and potatoes. And it looks like there's a leaf in there, and I'll have to take care of that. Or I could just eat it. So as of right now, I'm just letting the grill warm up. Got to get these on the fire right away because they take the longest to cook. And my baked beans, you know, they'll probably cook very fast because they're going to be in a titanium pan. So I'll probably put those on very last. But this sounds like it's getting hot, so well, we might be getting some good food here soon. I've been waiting so long to try these. Bought them last week. They're macaroons. Ooh. They're based, I think they're an Italian paste. No, wait, a French pastry. And I have no idea what the flavors are, but I'm finally gonna try one. Let's try yellow. They're so good. They're worth the wait for sure. Oh, yep, that was good. That is definitely what I was hoping for. There we go. Looking good. All I'm doing right now is just adding some salt. And some pepper to the potatoes and onions with my new spice kit. That looks really good right there. That's also cooking. As for the campsite, it's still pretty much intact. I broke down and I'm eating another macaroni. This one tastes like strawberry. It's a pink one. That looks really good. Oh man, we're cooking. We are cooking today. You guys gotta come check this out quick. This is all cooking real good. Honestly, the onions and the potatoes might be done. What the heck is that? Oh, wood. That's gonna taste good. Oh, smoke in the eye. What the steak? Woo! The steak is definitely. Woo! She's looking good. Oh yeah. Yeah. And to any of those screaming at the camera saying to take it off. I like my steak well done, so I do not care if it's a little crispy. That is just the way I like it. So I might break down pretty soon and start eating some of the beans because I'm getting kind of hungry and they look so good. But once the steak is done cooking, we should be about done though. Just gotta pass the time until then. By the sound of that bell, that means the food is basically done. And all the onions are caramelized. There's a brown-ish. Oh, that's gonna be good. And our steak, I just cut into it and it looks at about at the right temperature. Oh yeah, that's done. We're done. We're gonna start eating. You know, most people would say, ooh, that looks good. Most people would say that the steak is a little bit overdone, but to me, I just say it's done. You know. It's gonna taste so good. It was so worth getting up in the freezing cold for this. Now we just gotta eat it. Oh, we have so much food left too. We have some macaroons. We got some extra onions and beans. And we have some fudge left. Oh my god, we're gonna have a smorgasbord right here. Oh, that looks great. Whew. I also love to douse my steak in steak sauce, so don't judge. We got Texas Roadhouse steak sauce too, so this is going to be great. That's great. And my steak didn't fall into the fire this time, so it's a win-win. I gotta show you this again. It's just so good. Look at that. That looks so good. I'm gonna eat that piece right there. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. That's really good. Mm-hmm. This was a last minute decision too, by the way, deciding on the meal. So if you guys have any suggestions on like what you'd like one of us to make sometime to try out, doing a camping and cooking, let us know in the comments. I'm willing to try anything as long as I get to have a recipe or something. I can do it. I'm actually surprised how well cooked it is. I didn't have to really gauge it this time. Now that warms you up. I'm not sure if I mentioned it before earlier today, but we are planning to do some winter camping this winter. Which will be cool because we haven't filmed something for winter yet on this channel. Maybe we'll do like a Christmas thing. At least that's what I'm planning. Maybe get like a tree out there with lights. Here comes the last bite of goodness. I'll probably finish the beans and onions and potatoes off camera so I can enjoy it and not worry about talking to you guys. That was good. That's really good. Ooh. Man, that was a good dinner. I'll tell you that. Next thing we gotta do is just clean off the dishes, and don't worry, I'm using some biodegradable dish soap. It's basically all natural, all that type of good stuff. So it's not gonna affect the water or anything or the ecosystem. If anybody's worried about that. The only problem with this is that the water is very cold this time of year. Oh, that's cold water. Whew. Currently trying to get some water to boil in this pan. Had some onion and potato at the bottom that's basically grilled on, stuck on, so hoping to boil this to get that off, so this will probably be the last dish that I actually wash. Whew, that is really cold. Making sure I don't splash you guys. Here's the last one. Well, thank goodness too, because my hands are freezing. I can't wait to put on some gloves. Whew. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. You guys are probably getting annoyed, but that is some cold water. Pretty good. Let me tell you, the wind's still going strong. Right now we're just trying to dry off these before I put them away for the next camp trip. After that, probably douse the fire in a bunch of water from the stream over there and pack up, get camp organized, and head on out. Here's a question for all of you. In your area, have you noticed that like vets, you know, for like animals have been very overbooked lately, and very expensive? In the last video, you might have saw Roman at the end of the video, but there was an orange cat featured in that video as well. I think Roman was like sitting on him, but his name is Baron. We had to take him to the vet a week ago now, I think. About a week, maybe a week to like the day. But they were very overbooked, and they said, oh, if you don't want to schedule your cat here, then we can schedule like 3 hours away, 3-hour drive away. It's insane. And the total bill for him costs around like $900. So, but he's doing a lot better. Maybe I'll feature him in another video sometime. But yeah, I have to, if anybody's asking, I have 2 pets. I got Roman, as you saw in the previous video, and Baron. He's a little bit smaller orange cat, so. But he's doing very well now. It was my first time actually trying to wash all my dishes in the creek this time. And that biodegradable soap with that sponge that I got the other day works very well. I just picked it up at like your local Fleet Farm, or you can probably get it anywhere, like Walmart, anything. What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises early in the morning. Everything's basically packed up at this point. The fire is completely drenched in water. Everything's dried out, and we might be looking on to head out here in a second or so. Look at that wind. Just to show how much wind we're getting, my camp is over there, right? And the stream's right here. One of my bags went haywire and went rogue and drowned itself. That's so sad. Well, I'm not really much hungry anymore, but I shouldn't leave without eating some of this. It's my fudge I was going to be bringing. It's my, can you see that? Yeah, looks good. See, fudge, Fudge Co. Mackinac Island. Yeah, let's crack this open. Snickers and Mackinac Island fudge. And there's some caramel in there as well. You know what? I'm not going to dirty my knife. I just cleaned it. Oh, look at all the chunks. And all the caramels up there. Mackinac Snickers. Caramel Devon's fudge. That's chocolate. No trans fat. High fruit and no high fructose corn syrup. just a quick tip, if anybody struggles with like their batteries dying in the cold weather climates like the slump we're in now up until spring, I use the TechMaster battery pack for all my D5600 camera batteries. Basically I plug this into my charger for my camera, and it'll charge the batteries for around 34 hours. Now I do not have enough batteries to sustain the D5600 for like a overnight camp trip in the winter, but you know, this will help with like the 6 amount of batteries I have right now. So I definitely, if you're someone who uses, you know, those batteries in the winter, this is a great option. I just did my once over of the camp and everything looks pretty put out. Everything's cleaned up, not missing anything, and if I am missing stuff, I know where to get it. Right here. Yep, we're leaving camp now. I won't end the video just here yet because, you know, I probably should walk you guys out, otherwise it's going to be rude if I don't. So, and you guys probably want to see me cross that log again just in case I fall. That should be fun. Ooh. Alright, there we go. I did it. I did it. And just like that, we're back on trail, so whew. Gotta catch my breath. Oh! As we make our way on out, I just wanted to say thank you for all your support for watching. I know we're a small channel, but we're destined to grow, and we're determined to grow. So hope you like the first hike and cook ever on the Whistleblower channel. We'll definitely do more of these if you guys like it. It's definitely a lot easier than going over for overnight camping. Like I said, this Saturday we might do a hike and cook as well with some friends, and so expect some more videos coming in the future. But if you like this video today, I encourage you to leave a like, comment. I always read the comments, and I always try to comment as well. And if you want to subscribe, do so. That helps out the channel a lot. But I'm going to be heading on out, and I hope you thoroughly enjoyed. Have a good one. I should probably start looking into the lens instead of the screen. Yeah.